We're gonna talk about the best way to get your bike checked over before you go for your next bike ride. The best way to do it is with the ABC check. Air pressure, brake check, chain check. How's it going, everybody? My name's Pat Looney. I work at Squatch Bikes in Brevard, but today I'm here in Seth's Bike Shop. So the first thing you want to do before you start your ABCs is make sure nothing's obviously broken on your bike. That should be pretty simple. Do my wheels spin? Do they go like this? Is my bike broken in two? If not, you can start your ABC check. First one is going to be air pressure. You want to make sure that there's enough pressure so that you don't have flat tire issues or tire rolling if you're a mountain biker. You want to make sure that you don't have too much pressure that gives you a really bad bike ride. We want to make sure that everybody has a good time. Personally, on my bike, with my inserts and the type of casings that I use on my tubeless tires, I generally run between 29 and 28 PSI in the rear and 26 and 25 PSI in the front. In most cases, you normally run a little bit more pressure in the rear than you do in the front. But once again, that's entirely personal and completely based off of your riding style and your weight distribution on the bike. Second is probably the most important of the three. It's your brake check. Your brakes are your safety line. You really want to make sure that they're able to stop you. It's going to be a lever check to make sure that everything works up top. The thing we really want to check to make sure is that the caliper and the pads, or rim brake if you have it, is not actually rubbing on the braking surface. You may want to consider the last time you had your brakes serviced, whether that's replacing worn pads or checking on the actual brake bleed of the system, making sure that there's no air inside. You may discover that with a bad bleed, your levers go all the way to the bar. That's a pretty telltale sign that your brakes are not ready to ride. The last one in the ABC check is going to be your chain check. That's a lubrication and making sure that one, you've got a chain on your bike, because otherwise you've got an adult scoot bike and that's not going to work very well. Two, to make sure that it's pretty much shifting just fine and that you've got enough chain lube on it. Maybe you have a stiff link. You may hear that with a clicking or a popping or feel an actual skipping sensation in the cranks. That's a big one. You want to make sure that when you pedal the bike in gear, it stays in gear. So, last thing that I like to go over, and it's really important, it's not in the ABCs, but I still think it's very important, is my bounce test. I want to make sure that the bike that I spent all this money on, and even the ones that are brand new, low end, mid end, doesn't matter. If you drop your bike on the ground, a pretty telltale sign that something is wrong is vibration, noise, rattling, whatever it may be. So what I like to do is I'd like to just take my bike, pick it up, and I drop it. If I hear a vibration like I just heard out of the front end, the first thing I'm going to do is go chase that down. I checked my headsets, we fixed that issue. I checked my rear suspension, made sure I had no up and down play, no side to side play. Might even check my cranks just to make sure that we're all good. Now we're ready to go ride a bike. Thanks for tuning in to Looney's Tool Time. Make sure you subscribe to Seth's Bike Hacks and can't wait to see you guys next time. Bye-bye.